What the? You see,
You don't learn.
What are you doing, Fatima? Oh shit! Oh shit! Hey!
Still with him.
Hey, I'm about to call the police.
Oh yeah.
Stop it! Oh no! Zach! Stop it right now! Zach, stop it!
Okay, Zatima fans, this is focusing on Sisters, but at the same time, Zatima. Now, I made a post recently on Twitter and Facebook, and I don't know. It's just one of those things where, look, there are fans of characters who stand by their characters no matter what. And I've been saying this since the haves and the have-not days. Like, let's go back a little while. Candace and her happy ending with Charles. Oh, everybody's Candace fans like, oh yes, I want Candace to be first lady. I want her to end up with Charles. She deserves this, she deserves that money and this and that. And I'm like, no. I mean, the entire series was her being a prostitute, a whore, a criminal, as they would say, a criminal. This woman is bad news, Jim. I will handle it. I will handle it because she will mess up your campaign and you will not be the governor or the lieutenant governor of the state of Georgia. That criminal is no good. But in any case, I don't know, let me know how the David voice sounded. I haven't done that in forever. I'm a good friend, but I'm a better enemy. Oh, I still got it. Oh, well, anyway. But yeah, it's like the fact that people just wanted to omit the fact that this woman was a pimp and, did everything under the sun in order to get by, make her money. But it's like, guys, you can't say this character deserves a happy ending because she sure as hell doesn't. She needs to face the consequences of her actions. And I feel like I'm going through the same thing now with Zatima. And, right off the rip, you should know I am indeed a fan of Zach, a fan of Zatima, a fan of Fatima herself. But at the same time, just because, and I've said this phrase a lot on the channel over the years, I don't give blind allegiance to anyone. The fact that, yes, I could admire someone, I could like someone, but to be blind to their flaws, basically to the point of they can do no wrong, I don't play that. Zach and Fatima, and you can't convince me otherwise. Zach and Fatima deserve to be in jail for what they did to Hayden. Now, let me just put kind of a period there, or a hyphen, or semicolon, whichever one is the correct grammatical object. I am not omitting or turning a blind eye to the fact that Hayden himself has committed crimes, has done underhanded tactics, has refused to leave them alone. I am not omitting that. I'm not acting like Hayden hasn't done wrong. However, Zach and Fatima, what Fatima and what she did to Hayden's property, the car, the TV, the tables, his apartment, his father's ashes, she deserves to be in jail. Zach deserves to be in jail for pulling a Will Smith and assaulting a man at his job in front of all these witnesses. He deserves to be there. I'm not even going to say back and forth, but I've had responses. Well, Hayden was the one that started all this. Again, I'm not omitting that. But the thing about it is, Zach and Fatima, their problem is they need to stop handling things thinking that the street way is the only way. Why don't they stop and think, wait, how come Hayden did all this stuff, but I'm in jail? Basically saying that, well, he gets away with all this stuff because guess what? He doesn't play it the street way. He plays it the legal way. So it's funny, like, if you watch Bruh, this past week, when Lydia calls John a bitch and all for calling the cops instead, she's like, oh, wait, you're not going to hit me? Oh, but you're going to call the cops, you little bitch. So it's like, people are used to some people are used to the street, the rough housing, the thug way, as opposed to, no, instead of getting my hands dirty, incriminating myself to get locked up, I'm going to handle things the legal way. So yeah, I feel like Zach, if he would have listened to Andy, things would have been cool. I mean, sure, still be pissed off as hell at Hayden, but at the same time, you would have been laying up in your new house with Fatima because you impressed and put it together and you were going to surprise her. So imagine her getting out of jail, even though she should have been able to stay there because of what she did. And then she's just shocked because of the new house and it all set up, and her and Zach got to spend the night together, but instead he's in jail and she's worried to death about him. Some people are like, well, Hayden shouldn't triggered Zach singing that song and bragging. Again, it isn't about what people do to you, it's about how you react. If you react in emotion 9 times out of 10, you're going to do something that F's you over as opposed to the other person. Hayden was playing this strategically, aside from the whole Fatima going over to the apartment thing, because again, I still say he had nothing to do with the child support stuff. He just decided to play that the legal route, and guess what? He won up until the point where Andy got her out via Robin. Now with Zach, again, he set the plate. He even told Gary about what happened about locking up Fatima, and yeah, I'm waiting on his ass to show up here. He knew Zach was coming. Basically, he set up the board, and guess what? He basically played Zach like a fiddle. He knew what he was going to do, because guess what? He's aware of how street thugs handle things. And as a result, Zach got locked up, and Hayden's still at his desk for now. So I will never sit up here and, cheer when characters don't face the consequences of their actions. Yes, everyone has a breaking point. Yes, Hayden deserved, getting basically revenge from Zach and Fatima, but that doesn't mean what Zach and Fatima did was right. So if you label me as a Zatima hater, you're wrong. Just like those who label me Karen haters for pointing out her flaws, even when it's like, well, she's pregnant in her emotions, but I'm not, thinking about all that all the time. It's more so I'm looking at this character's actions as a whole, from episode 1 to the present, and how she's handled things and how she's being completely wishy-washy. But people just say, that's the one thing about, and not to get on a soapbox here, but in TV and in real life, when it comes to politics, religion, sexual orientation, whether or not the earth is flat or round, people feel like, or even hell, even like, ice cream flavors, I don't know. Basically, if you have something quote unquote negative to say about something, or if you don't fully agree with something, you get labeled as a person that hates an entire group, community, a thing. I don't know. It's like, oh wait, you don't eat ice cream? You don't like ice cream? You must hate all dairy products. But I'm lactose intolerant. Oh, you hate all dairy products. Or in this case, Karen is an interesting character, but I don't think I like the way she's been, acting towards Zach, all thirsty and whatnot. Oh, you must hate Karen. You must hate all black women who deal with stuff like that. You know what? You don't know what it's like to be pregnant. See what I mean? It's ridiculous. So just stop it already. I am going to call out shit when I see it. I think Zach and Fatima deserve to be in jail. Enough said. Like and subscribe. I don't know. I feel like I'm already going to make a lot of enemies with this. But no, I'm a Zatima fan. But even when they get their spinoff, if stuff like this happens, I'm going to call them out for it. I will. So get ready for that. Let me know your 2 cents in the comment section below. Do you think they deserve to be in jail? Yes, just like the Candace thing, a lot of people want them to have a happy ending, and true, I feel like they do deserve a happy ending. But what makes Zatima stand out is the fact that they feel more real. Like, surprise baby mamas, or past lovers that, won't go away. That feels far more realistic than a prostitute, and everything Candace did ending up with the president-elect. So just keep Zatima grounded, but also don't just cheer. Make sure that they're like, hey, Zach and Fatima got locked up, so let's see in the future if they will handle things differently, if they see the error of their ways, as opposed to, yeah, we're going to kill his ass. So, I don't know. Again, follow me on social media. Links are in the description below, and I'll catch you in the next one.